Yo, what's good, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm that boy Kells. I'm back with another banger. Look, I know I've been off the net for a minute on my personal channel. I've been recording on my podcast channel and on Filter. You know, go check it out. Link will be in the description below. Been working on sponsors for that channel and stuff like that. But I haven't forgot about y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out. It makes me know that y'all want to still keep these videos. I'm gonna be back on my Germany segment, okay? But this channel, this topic today, we're gonna talk about the taxes in Germany. I know y'all be thinking that we be making some money out here, but man, these taxes be crazy. All right, so I'm gonna just jump into it, right? Well, let me first let me give y'all a little update. Like I said, my podcast and Unfiltered is doing great. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to that. Vet Bets is we're gonna go with a different developer. It's gonna take 15 days. So hopefully mid-September, we'll probably miss week 1 of NFL football, but make sure y'all check it out. It'll probably be a whole new website and everything, or it probably won't be a website for the app. What else? Sponsors, Taze Imperial Gold. If you're in the KMC area, I got a Global Hair Palace. Use code KELLS for €5 off. And then Mai Tai. If you're in Kaiserslautern area, you want to get a nice shisha, cocktails, or just chill in the lounge, make sure I check out Mai Tai on Schulstrasse 1B in Kaiserslautern 67655. All right, now let's get into this. All right, so as y'all may know, I am an American living in Germany. Right, I have no sofa. Like I told y'all before, I stay out here because of my daughter. You know, I want to work. I like Germany. I like traveling. You know, a lot of great things, a lot of great opportunities, stuff like that, right? But I'm gonna let y'all know these taxes before y'all even come to the non-Tesla side, where you pay the German taxes. You need a residency card, which you call it Aufenthaltstitel. You pay into the pension, unemployment, all that great stuff, right? But I'm gonna talk to you about the taxes and what it really means, right? So in Germany, you got 6 classes, and I got some notes. If I look over to the left, it's because I got some notes because I can't remember all this stuff. You got 6 classes. Tax class 1, which a lot of people will be in, which is genuinely for single people, divorced people. Also income applies for after divorce, separation, depending on your circumstances. This is probably the class that most of you all will be in, or most of us will be in, right? Tax class 1 is the worst class. I don't care what nobody tells you. Tax class 1 is the worst class. You get taxed the most, but there is some tax breaks if you got a kid. Tax class 2, this is designed for qualified single parents. Includes a relief for eligible single parent households. There are requirements. You don't automatically get it because you have a child. So you gotta qualify, you gotta have a job, you gotta do all these little things. Drop it in the comments if y'all know what those things are. If you want me to drop it in the comments, I will. Tax class 3 is your traditional class when you married and you are the person that brings home the most bread, right? I'm gonna talk about 3 and 5, all right? Tax class 3 and 5, right? 3 is for the person who generally makes more income in the household, so they get taxed the least. Tax class 5, you're also married. However, you get taxed the most because you bring the least amount of money in, right? But I'm gonna give you a little definition on both. Tax class 3, traditionally associated with married couple where one spouse has substantially more employment income. Also important, because German rules are around married couples, withholding that have been subject to reform proposal changes, right? So a lot of people will get married and stay married even if they want to get divorced because they want to stay in that tax class 3 and 5 range, right? So there's a lot of people who are legally single who don't live together, they're not married or whatever, they're married but they're not living together, and they just stay married on paper because of the tax thing. That's the real big benefit about people getting married out here in Germany, is the taxes, really, if you're making a lot of money. Tax class 5, traditionally paired with tax class 3, like I said. The class 5 spouse has comparative high withholdings. This check heavily gets taxed, but not as bad as tax class 1. I'm just want to say it like that. Tax class 4, married couples can be placed in 4-4. Often makes sense when earnings are relatively similar. I don't know that many people that's in tax class 4 and 4 in a household. Generally, I'm gonna be a little sexist a little bit, kind of. Generally, the men make more money than the women out here in Germany. I will talk about that in another video about the benefits that you get, you know, as far as a woman and a man, you know, together, and the differences when pregnant and not pregnant, all this other stuff. I will talk about that. But yeah, we're not going to get into that. Tax class 6. I hardly ever see tax class 6, and this is why. It's generally for second additional employment relationships, usually the highest withholding, and I think it's also for widow people, I think. All right. So by the next section, I'm gonna talk to when it comes to a check, right? So a lot of people say, "Oh, you're a contractor, you make a lot of money." Yes, I do on paper. I also bring a good amount of money home too. But still, the amount of money you're gonna see. So I'm not gonna use my numbers. Who knows? Maybe I'll put up a pay stub up here and explain it like one of mine and just blur out everything. You'll get your, what is it called? Your gross and your netto, right? Gross and your netto. Your net is what is after taxes. Your gross is what before taxes, right? So let's say you get 3,500 euro a month gross, and you're tax class 1. You're probably only gonna get like 1,900 of that, if that, depending on if you got children, if you get any tax breaks, whatever the case might be, pay church taxes, all that type of thing. So that's just a rough estimate about what it is for gross and net. Mine is significantly higher because, like I told you in previous videos about my situation here as a contractor, I work on the German side. However, I'm working for GDIT, so we get paid equivalent to what it is and stuff like that. But that's the biggest difference between non-Tesla and Tesla. Non-Tesla, we still got a CAC to go on base. We still got access to a computer. We still got access to do all the shopping and stuff like that. But non-Tesla, we pay taxes on the commissary, the PX. Well, the commissary really, they don't really care about the commissary with the pink card. So the pink card that you get, but it shows that we are retired or 100% disabled or whatever the case may be. And like I said, 100% disabled. Check it out about my story in the MEB process, how I became out of the military. I will also be dropping videos, tips and tricks on the VA, your benefits. I'm not gonna tell you how to get 100%. I'm not gonna tell you that. I don't think I can do that. Unless y'all want me to, I could talk to y'all on the side about it. But it's a lot of benefits out here, especially if you're trying to stay out here in Germany. It's a lot of benefits, right? The biggest misconceptions when it comes to this, tax class 1 means everybody pays the same percentage. No. In tax class 1, you might have a lot of tax write-off. Like me, I can claim half a kit. I can claim swipe one. I can claim to and from to pick up my daughter. I don't pay church taxes. Public health care versus private health care. Yeah, that's different. The next one is I'm American, so they can't tax me. Bullshit. It's pure bullshit. For real. They will tax you. You live in this country and you got a residency card, they'll find a way to tax you. Even if you were making dollars somehow on the German side, you'll still get taxed. Next one is I am a U.S. contractor, U.S. defense contractor. I'm automatically Tesla. Heck no. I wish I was Tesla. You know why? Tesla people will get their house paid for. They is tax free. They got benefits depending on the contract. Yeah, life is good over there. But no, you gotta be in a technical field. You gotta be a radio tech, cybersecurity, mechanic, like a generator mechanic, HVAC, help desk, all those type of things, right? Logistics, depending on the job. I don't know why our job is not Tesla, because the qualifications you need to be the logistics for this job is, I'm sorry, no German can really do it. But yeah, I'll digress on that. I'll probably make a video on that. The next one is everything deducted from my German paycheck. Everything deducted from my German paycheck is income tax. Heck no. I'm gonna tell y'all now, about 80% of the people in Germany don't even file their taxes if they got a GmbH, because it's a scam. I don't pay 10s to 20,000 in taxes just because I self-report. We don't pay our taxes every month. We pay it every quarter. So when I get in my check, I still gotta take out the taxes every month and be adult about it and pay my taxes. But yeah, I digress on that. The last one, if I pay my German taxes, I don't have to file anything in America. Bullshit. You still gotta file foreign earned income, which is if you have a kid, you get that $1,700 for free. Or if you don't have no kids, you just get a $0 return. It's just showing that you get foreign income somewhere else. So you still get the credit. So once you get back to the States, you know, it's. But yeah, I wanted to come to y'all, talk about the taxes. I know it's a little rushed. I got things I gotta do. I'm recording other things. Like I said, VetBest is coming out. I'm about to talk to the new dev. It's gonna be way cheaper. It's gonna be way simpler than the one I have right now. My podcast and then on Filter is going great. Love it. It's fun to film. Sponsors are coming in. If y'all would like to sponsor me in these videos or next videos or give me affiliation and talk or whatever, just hit me up. My email will be in my contact email will be in the description. Drop it in the comments which y'all want me to talk about, or if y'all have any questions, follow me on my social media. I also got a gaming channel. Follow me on kick.com/thatboykels. Kels, KELLZ. I'll be doing videos on that too. I'll be streaming on that. I do other streaming videos. I can't say it on this channel. It's not explicit, but I just can't say the word. I say gamba. But yeah. Thank y'all for all the likes and support. y'all still going crazy on the food video. I will do another food video where I actually go out and try different food for y'all. I'm getting better with the camera that I have. I'll probably get another camera. I just been renovating my house, redecorating my house. Also, the video for my house is gonna come out. Part 2 is gonna come out. I'll probably film that soon enough. Maybe Sunday I'll film it or something like that. But yeah, peace and love, baby. Like and subscribe to the video. I'll catch y'all next one. Peace and love.